I'm actually lost for words. I do not know what to say actually because of the things that have been transpiring for the past few days. We are all mourning the loss of Sushant Singh Rajput, and it's just tragic how a life can end all of a sudden, and that a person can just be gone in just his span. If we actually try to think, our thoughts would fall short because there is no thinking left here. Just look at our lives and the lives of everyone around us. Why is there so much suffering in the world? I cannot understand. My mind tries to conceptualize, but I fail to understand each single time. Just a couple of minutes ago, I finished watching Kedarnath featuring Sushant Singh Rajput, and just the beauty and the tragedy scripted in the movie, and the way things took on stage. I mean, I just cannot describe. It feels that I too seem to be losing a part of myself in this process. And you know what? I really have a very special, very close, very special attachment to what the late star must have been going through. You must be wondering why am I always so overwhelmed by his death. We all are, but for personally I am really moved because for me as a human being, I too have experienced grief. I too have experienced depression to a whole new extent, and I don't know how to put it, but it somehow just adds up that phase when you are just depressed and you just cannot think of anything else. It somehow just adds up to the imminent tragedy that is always there, and it waits for us. It silently waits for us. That one point which breaks us. It waits for us. Just what is life to you and I? I mean, what is it really? Sometimes I begin to wonder about things that are just happening around me, and I cannot comprehend because every beauty seems to be absorbed by the unnaturing society that is so fluently trying to overrule our minds. Is humanity even left here? Are we even taking care of the depressed? Are we? It's really sad. The thought itself makes us sad because depression is a very real thing, and there is no denying or getting over it connotation here. It's a very real thing, and there simply isn't just getting over it. Those who are only depressed, those who only go over that know the feeling, the mounting rays of grief that just pours endlessly. leaving the mind naked and vulnerable, that you are unable to think of anything else but your own fall. I mean, literally, if you're depressed, nothing would please you as much as your own destruction. That's really, it sounds poetic, but it's really the tragedy behind it. How can we just, it's really sad, it's really, how do I even express? We have lost Sushant Singh so early. He had so many things to do, so many things. His life was a beautiful one and he had so many things to achieve. Every evening when he gazed upon the stars, did we ever think that he would end his life all of a sudden? No, no one saw that coming. But it happened and now it's gone, everything is gone. And all we are doing, we can do is just talk, just grieve about it. But there is one more thing. There is one more thing that is forever prevalent, that is you and me and the stigmata related to that illness. I mean, we are progressing and we should have an open mindset towards everything. And just disregarding the depressed is not going to help, really not going to help. We are always overwhelmed by our own emotions, and you and I know that, it's a fact. What do you think must be going inside the mind of a depressed? Whose only hope of survival may be within your hands? What if you fail to reach towards the only hand that would have cared for you? Life's a struggle, life's really a struggle, and for me, I'm really saddened by the loss of Sushant Singh Rajput, because I could relate to so many things. So many things are just directly impacting. How do I even say this? This song which is being played, I was just watching a video of him. He was just driving and he was amusing himself to this song. Yes, this song, and just that beautiful evening. Why couldn't he save him? Why couldn't we? Life's a mess, but we are all trying, and unfortunate are those who fall during such trials of life. But that falling too, it is unpreventable at times, up to a point at which a person becomes totally numbed by everything that he or she is going through, and there is nothing that can please him or her apart from their own demise. or fall. Things accumulate to an extent beyond repair, and the only thing you can do is just help, reach out towards them and just help them in any way we can. Please, please, please help someone today. You may never know that you may have ended up saving their lives. Talk to your friends. Talk to that one friend maybe who would have distanced him or herself just out of nowhere. We don't know what that person is going through. We just don't know that. And as for me, I will continue writing about everything that goes around me, about everything that happens with me. But that one thing that I would do is help a friend in need, someone who is depressed. I would want to help him or her, because so many innocent lives are being lost. So many innocent lives.